the question to you guys, specifically about Goyn mentorship that we are launching today. You're all aware of it because you happen to be mentors and mentees of the program at the same time, right? And you also happen to be affiliated with the program one way or the other. Mariam is part of the Youth Hub network. We have a beneficiary of the program that is Bethwell, who is going through the caregiving course. And then we also have Esha, who is an enabler, sitting as one of the youth advisory group members. How can the Goyn mentorship program propel the youth journeys into achieving what we want, and for us to be able to achieve the vision of Goyn that is increased access to youth opportunities, employability, and freedom of expression? We can start with you, Mariam. or we would rather hear from the young person himself before we get to talk to the enablers that are supporting in the journey of mentorship. Bethel, please. Should I repeat the question? Okay. Once again, the question is, how can the Goyn mentorship program that we are launching today help propel the career growth or life journeys of the young people?
It can be of great benefit to the young people because most people my age are yet to establish their own values, their own objectives in life. I am sure that through mentors, because not everyone has a responsible parent, not everyone has good friends who can expose them to such opportunities. But with mentors, we will be able to really evaluate our values and our objectives. Also, it will help to motivate them. Because, for example, my exposure to Goyn, after going to internship, I was able to benefit a lot. The exposure to the hospital environment and also the people I've entangled with, they have been able to push me to act like minor mentors, to push me to ask me, okay, what's next for you after this? What's next? What's next? What are you planning? And it has been able to really push me to sit down and think and truly discover what I really want to reach in the future.
Thank you very much. Mariam?
Mentorship has a lot of benefits, and I think the Goyn inafanya kazi nzuri, and I would really like to say congratulations, because vijana hawajitambui, they don't know what they want in life. So tukiwa na mentorship programs kama hizi, tutaokoa vijana wengi kwa sababu wako idle pale nje. So when they have something to do, hata mambo mengi yani vituko ama maadili ambayo sio mema yatapungua pale nje.
Thank you very much, Mariam. Esha.
I want to start with saying mentoring is a brain to pick an ear, an ear to listen, and a push in the right direction. And for me, this has come in handy for our young people because of various reasons. One, it will increase access to opportunities. When you have me as your mentor, it means I'll be able to show you where other opportunities are related to your field. And one thing we haven't said here clearly is that you can have several mentors. It doesn't have to be one. You can have a mentor to guide you on leadership issues. You can have a mentor for your professional issues. You can have your mentor for your lifestyle issues. So you can have several mentors. So it will guide you for the opportunities that you seek to get. And another one, this opportunity that we've gotten through the mentorship program is it will help us strategize as young people. As a young person, you have to strategize your own life. Where do you want to go? Who do you want to meet? When do you want to meet them? And why do you want to meet them? In this process called life, there's one person that pushed me. The person that saw me, he's just here, he's called Mohammed Bahero. He saw me the first time and said, Esha, we are going this road. And I've never thanked him, but today I will in front of everyone, that he put me in a place. Thank you. He decided that Esha tunasonga na tunaenda because he saw me when I even did not see myself. And last one is, it's important. This program has led us to understand the importance of peer-to-peer mentorship. I cannot stress that enough. Peer-to-peer mentorship is really, really important, especially for a young person. I've shared my experience on how Bahero is mentoring me, Rukia is mentoring me, Mahmoud Noor is mentoring me. So Ngora is mentoring me, and even James is mentoring me in various ways. So peer-to-peer mentorship. You don't have to have a mentor who is 40, 50, 60. Yes, they are good, very okay, because I look up to Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, the last president of Liberia. She did exceptional work in Liberia. You can go read her work. But also hapa kwa ground, nani mtu namwangalia mwenye najua akinishika mkono kuna mahali nitaenda. I think with these three, the program is perfect. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Esha. As I sum it up, Bethwell and Esha have talked about very important things. Bethwell has talked about how mentorship, you might not get the right skill set that you need from the immediate people that you have, probably your parents or your guardians. And then Esha has also talked about a relationship circle. That getting a mentor doesn't have to be one person that is cutting across, but you can have mentors on different angles or different sectors that can be mentoring you according to their expertise there is. Now, to sum it up, I would like to really appreciate every person and urge you to take mentorship seriously and also learn from each other. Peer-to-peer mentorship, peer-to-peer coaching has shown to be something that is really, really helpful. And we've had Esha, who's actually just used her own personal experiences in sharing that at the same time. And also, a young person is someone that you can interact with on a day-to-day basis. Is someone that can hold you accountable to your journey. Someone that can constantly tell you, hey, this is what you were supposed to do, but where are you at as of now? So it is very ideal for us to look at our immediate circle and see how we can be able to benefit from that. And today at Goyn Mentorship Program, we are doing that. We are partnering the young people with mentors that are young people and probably people that have had a relationship for a long time. But today we're being intentional and providing a right direction and a pathway in ensuring that the youth journeys are propelled towards the right direction. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. I have been your host of the day, Rukia Janwala, and I appreciate you for being part of it. Thank you very much.
Thank you to our panelists. A round of applause again for them, please. One photo of this powerful ladies and gentlemen. I will have Jack. Thank you, a round of applause for them. Hiyo picha waweza kwamba nayo leo ni hiyo. Ukienda tu bank sasa hivi wajua wapewa. Hiyo ni enough security for a long. Wacha niwaambie kwa nini mentoring ni muhimu sana. Kuna baba alikuwa yasafiri na mtoto wake. Sasa yule baba na mtoto wake walikuwa wanatoka Kenya kwenda Tanzania. Neema ya mvua hiyo, alhamdulillah. Baba na mtoto wake wanasafiri kutoka Kenya. Asante. Nasema kuna baba One. Haya. Baba na mtoto wake wasafiri watoka Kenya waenda Tanzania. Walipokuwa njiani wana overspeed wakakutana na polisi. Polisi akamsimamisha yule baba akamwambia wafanya kosa wewe la overspeed. Kwa hivyo ni hatia. Yule baba akatoa shilingi 1000 akampa askari. Wakaelekea zao na safari kufika boda. Baba yuambia wewe passport yako imeexpire mzee, hamwezi kuvuka. Akatoa shilingi 1000 akampa askari wa boda. Wakaendelea na safari yao. Wakatalii. Walivyorudi zao Kenya ilikuwa mtoto amfanya mtihani. Baba akamwambia mtoto, kaleta report card yako niione. Mtoto kwa vile amefeli alichukua shilingi 50 akatia katikati ya report card akampa babake. Lakini amejifunza kwa nani? Kwa babake, kwamba kama wewe mfanya kitu ambacho pengine hakiridhishi ama si sawa, basi weka pesa na yataenda, sio? There is an example of poor mentoring from a father to a son. But we're also honored and humbled in the audience. We have a positive Example of mentoring of a father and a son. A round of applause for Mvita lawmaker Abdulswamad Sharif Nasser. Marehemu Sharif Nasser alikuwa mbunge wa Mvita. Miaka imepita, Mungu amlaze pema. Mtoto wake amekuja kuwa mbunge pia. That is an example of positive mentoring. Kwa sababu aliona, alishikwa mkono na akapitia hiyo njia aliyopitia babake, na saizi ametoka katika ubunge nenda. Hiyo ni nini? Ni mentoring. Lakini pia sijawaambia mlazimisha mtoto wako kuwa unachofanya wewe, sio? Mimi ni malenga 001 na haina maana mtoto wangu lazima awe malenga 001, sio? Nitammentor apite ile njia anayotaka yeye. The goal is not to fit in your shoes. The goal is to fit in theirs, exactly the way you fit in you. So, continue. At this point, I want to take this opportunity kumkaribisha a very important person. Maana tumeongelea vijana na hatuwezi kuongelea vijana bila kuwa na wanaoangalia vijana. So ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for our youth director wa vijana, Mr. Charles Ayako. Tumkaribishe kwa makofi tafadhali. Keep on clapping, keep on clapping. Huenda ikaye si kijana, lakini he is youth at heart.
Thank you very much. Let me start by recognizing the presence of the Honorable Member of Parliament for this place where we are. And whom I'm very sure in the next 3 or 4 weeks we'll be calling His Excellency. We're indeed honored to have you in these youth engagement issues. And I would like, before I forget, to use this opportunity to say that when you get there, make sure that the policies that your government is going to put up will definitely assist the young people. And I should also remind you that whenever I go for meetings, they keep on talking about the Mombasa youth policy. That is somewhere there. I'm very sure that during your first term in office, maybe for the next 100 days in office, you'll be able to ask for that document and maybe internalize with it. Then call for a stakeholders meeting for the young people. Then maybe see on how that policy is going to assist the young people. I'm very sure that in your vision, you have also very clear ways in which you are going to handle the youth issues, but that is just one of them. So, my name is Charles Ayako. I am the County Director for Youth, the National Government, Minister of ICT, Innovation and Youth Affairs, and I'm currently now in charge of the Coast Region. So, I was told to be here yesterday. I received a call from James. I was with Mr. Songora, who were going for another function, but he told me that he could be having a function, and he said that he'll be sharing that in the email. He did not do it until today at 9:34. When I was driving to Diani, Ukunda, he told me that, look at your WhatsApp, and that is the timetable, the lineup of what you're going to do. I told him I'm very far away. Can I come? He told me just drive and come the way you are. So now I am here. So in government, when you work in government, you don't have to be told what to do. You simply go there, listen to what the others have talked. You can either repeat what they have talked. Yes. Or maybe you can also maybe try to see what is going to happen. So I'm told today it's going to be the launch of this program, Mentorship program. I want to thank James and Philippa for this wonderful work you have done. When the first time we were introducing this program, I found it very ambitious. Very ambitious. And I asked James, do you think that you have the muscles of making sure that you will have an effect, a positive impact? Then he told me yes. And today, let me say thank you for believing in yourself. You have told us that in the next 2 years, we'll be having 10,000 youth passing through this particular program. And today we have 50 youth that are going to be attached to their mentors. That's a wonderful, it's called an outcome, a wonderful outcome. And it's only through mentorship that we can see positive results. One of the speakers said that the problem that we have is that we, with the resources, do not want to mentor others. I think we should be selfless, we should open up and try to nurture the young people. When we talk about this number here, 373, and remember, we are still churning out the youth. Up to this particular time, it could be even 400,000, 500,000. And therefore, it's access to opportunities. So do we have those opportunities in the first place? So, opportunities are there. Like one speaker said, you have to be disciplined and hard work. You have to discipline yourself, you work hard. Then opportunities will just follow you. I'm very sure that you will be attached to somebody that you have different perspectives in life. You might give up because that particular mentor could be very ambitious, could be hardworking, and there you could be very slow. So what you should do is you should discipline yourself and work hard. Do not give up. We have had programs in government whereby we, like Yaya said, that we had a program with USAID whereby we're taking the young people to industries to go and learn. So what they were supposed to do is to look for transport, but everything has been paid for them. Some of them could not even go there because they were saying that you don't have transport. So it's weird that when somebody is committed to assist the young people, then some of us are not even taking our responsibility. Like the parents can just give out transport and everything. We talked about information, and I think His Excellency is here. So maybe what these young people are talking about is about information, access to information. And maybe what we can offer as government is that can we have something like a youth empowerment center, like Swahili Port here, where these young people will just go and get information, access to computers and the Wi-Fi. For the national government, we have 2 youth empowerment centers. One is in Likoni. What we have done is that we have renovated Likoni. We have done some structure on that digital program. You are attached to a mentor. That person who is already working. And the Philippa is just an example because when we had an engagement, say that you have also done what? Online jobs. So that's the way to go. And we also have another youth empowerment center in Nyali. Yeah, it was built by CDF, but it was given to us at the ministry to manage it. So we have computers there. We also working on the free Wi-Fi. So when you have an engagement in Nyali, a youth officer there will definitely give you that particular hall and the facility that you might need. Now that we are in Mvita, the problem in Mvita, we don't have land. We have worked with the Mentor 001 to get land. The minister has allocated money to build a youth empowerment center. Maybe I'll trouble you, Your Excellency, when you in your office. Maybe I know you'll be very busy the next 100 days because you'll be receiving delegations of people of Goodwill. But we'll come to your office and we'll look for a place in Muvita where we can build a youth empowerment center. So this one, the issue of information now, if you want to make use of the internet, then I think that is what will happen. And another thing that I also say that we also have other programs in the government, and some of these programs that when maybe you have gone through whatever you are doing, I think you should also be able to know about affirmative action funds, pesa za vijana, and then we are also happy that Our Excellency
has also been part of that. Kuna Uwezo Fund, has been the patron of Uwezo Fund, and therefore maybe when he becomes the governor, then he will be able to streamline the county government affirmative action fund to assist the young people. Sinivo, hiyo pesa ikuje wasaidie. So we look at the affirmative action funds, zile pesa za vijana ziko everywhere, alafu ndio tumalize. So this is not my day. Today nilisema nikuje niangalie, nione wale vijana na wale wenye wataenda kwa mentor. Sinivo? Wacha tuone wale vijana wenye watakuwa the mentees wasimame tu where you are. Wako wapi? Atuna?
Mentees.
Your Excellency, si umeona sasa? These young people are going to be mentored. Says, okay, thank you very much. Na mukae. Na the mentors, Na the mentors. The great people.
Mentors.
Yes. Yes. Thank you very much for your selfless support. Otherwise, I'll now take this opportunity to say thank you for the good work you're doing. Na mimi sasa niko hapa niangalie sasa hiyo opportunity as belongs. Thank you very much.
Thank you. A round of applause for Mr. Charles Ayako, Director of Youth. Thank you so much, sir, for your very kind words. Na I hope vijana tumeyatilia maanani. Yalikuwa maneno mazuri sana. Now at this point, I want to take this opportunity to invite, we have been speaking of mentoring. I want to invite someone whom jina mentor lenyewe lilipewa yeye. Atakuja kutueleza yeye alifanyaje mpaka watu wakampa yeye. Round of applause for Mentor 001. Keep on clapping.
Ya, ni kweli mimi huwa sivai saa, na kama umenotice sijakuwa nayo for 3 weeks kwa sababu nasahau. Sasa leo ndio nimekumbushwa nikaivaa. Asante. So Your Excellency, wajua mimi nasema ni Your Excellency kwa sababu nangoja tu Mungu a confirm na sote pia tu confirm inshallah. Mr. Ayako amekuwa partner mzuri sana. We've worked with him very well. Songora akiwakilisha ile multi stakeholder, James Philippa na wale wamesimamisha hii pia wamesaidiana. Balkis, Rukia sisemi jina yako, nilikuwa nataka kuita Januari. Rukia na Balkis and the whole team. Na pia Governor, kuna the team that we also launched ile ya ujuzi fursa, wale ulikuja tukasign na MOU, wamemaliza training, nimeona wamevaa zile magwanda mzuri, wamekuwa hospitalini. Wale wako hapa ni kina nani? Wote wako hapa. Yeah, so wamemaliza wale caregivers and they're actually doing a good job. I've seen they're very proud of what they're doing. So for me, I can't talk about mentorship. Kwa sababu nikiongea nitaongea mpaka jioni. Na leo ni Ijumaa tutakwenda kuswali. So nataka tu nimwalike His Excellency aje hapa. Yeye atupatia mwisho ili afunge and then we launch. But we will have another time. I'll come and talk about mentorship. But what I'm happy about is when we were talking about initially, when I was given the name Mentor 001, I think almost 4 years ago, we sat down pale na team baadhi yao wako hapa, tukawa tunasema, in fact nilikuwa nawaambia hii Mentor 001, we need to have thousands ambayo wanaitwa Mentor 001, and then we wanted to start a platform so that we can allow people to be mentors like me. But today I'm very happy with the live new. So with the coming in of the Global Opportunity Youth Network, we've been able to actualize it, and our intention is to have 10,000 young people in Mombasa probably in the next 2 years ambayo wanakuwa wako na mentor. Na huyo mentor by the way ni wa kila aina. Nataka hata yule mtu ambaye anataka kufunzwa kupiga gitaa awe na mentor wake wa kupiga gitaa. Kwa sababu tuna vijana wa kila aina. Wacha yule anataka kuwa mentored kuwa scientist ama daktari awe na mentee wake. But pia yule mtu ambaye yuko kule chini anataka kujifunza hata kama ni kushona viatu, wacha awe na mtu ambaye anaweza kumwelekeza katika maisha. And then lastly, in our research before we started this program, one of the things that the young people asked out of the survey that we did, majority, the number one thing walisema wanataka ni mentors. Hata sipe hao kuuliza pesa wala kazi, walisema wanataka kuwa guided katika maisha. Kwa sababu tuko na wazazi, tuko na single parents, lakini pia tuna orphans wengi ambayo wako na wazazi wao lakini hao wazazi hawamo. So vijana wanafaa kuelekezwa, and I think this is a good platform. Na mwisho, I think the reason why we have taken a step personally, why I have made a decision to support Abdul Swamad, it's because once we have a good governor pale, then hata hii maisha yetu, hizo vitu tunafanya hapa itakuwa na impact kubwa zaidi. Wanaambia watu Swahili what we've done with a zero budget. Je, tukipata governor ambaye ana appreciate hii na kuweza kutusaidia, tutakuwa tuko wapi? So na ndio huwa naambia kila siku, naambia vijana, you must come out and vote for good leaders. Once you have good leaders, our work will be very easy. Mkikuja kutuletea thugs na vibonzo kwa hati ndio viongozi wetu hapa, even development partners will not deal with you. So you also need to be smart. Na kwa hayo, nachukua fursa hii kumwalika my governor, Abdul Swamad Sharif Nassir.
Haifanye? You see why you all need mentors? Asema ampi nzima, mimi nitajuaje ampi nzima means nini? But first I want to congratulate all of you. This is not, you know, every leader, every representative of people is blessed when people have already taken positive action already on their own. Now, can you imagine getting into government where we don't even have such programs existing, where everything now has to start from square one? I always say that we have two ways we can be able to approach the problems that we have. Way one is we simply lament that we have a problem. Way two is we offer solutions to the problems that we have. There is no doubt about it. And I think one of the major reasons is considering that Mombasa, being as cosmopolitan as it is, Mombasa growing at the pace at which we are growing, our young people, there's a gap. There's a huge gap, and I think it's because Mombasa is moving so fast in terms of urbanization. It moves so fast in terms of coexistence of different communities, and it moves so fast till there was a huge gap. And I always use this as an example. When I grew up, it was very easy for my parents to leave me at my uncle's house or my aunt's house, and we would go out swimming. Just one example is we would go out to this area and play with my colleagues and my friends rather at that time. And it was easy for a neighbor to be able to see that this child is going astray, and they would straighten you up. Not straighten you up by virtue of hitting you with hate and a lot of vengeance, but straighten you out of love. That was mentorship that was then. With Mombasa having been the way it is now, this is all phased away. Whether we have a problem of young people not being involved. In fact, that the reason why the Mombasa youth policy document is all about. It is just about an issue of involving the young generation so that we can be able to tie up the loose threads that are currently ongoing between the different generations. And nothing else is going to beat all this except a mentorship program. Out of the things that we have in place as your new government that will be able to be sworn in, and I hope you guys will be there during the swearing in ceremony. Yeah. And we'll have cake. She always asks me, do you remember me? So I'm sure we'll have cake on that day. There'll be a lot of cake, huh? Mambo ya Mahmuda. But, you know, first of all, we have to be oblivious of the fact that we have pockets of very, very young people, people who are at the age of about 16, 14, 17, who have engaged in crime. And unless we are, you know, a lot of people ask me and I say, you cannot sort some things based on just following laws and based on just saying that this is a political problem. It is a social problem. And a social problem cannot be solved by just a political solution or just by basis of following a legal solution. The best thing you're going to do is take that child and you're going to lock that child up. They're going to either be sent somewhere in a remand area, juvenile prisons that are going to be there. But what are we creating? The aftermath. What are we telling the younger generation that who's still out there? So society problem has to be handled by society itself, collectively. Support of government, support of people of goodwill. Swahili Port is an excellent example of such a gesture. And we now need to start coming up with these kind of mentorship programs from school level. Because vices are happening at that age. It's true, Mombasa currently has a youth unemployment rate of 44%. 44%. Now, as we tackle that, the youth unemployment problem, as we tackle that, we equally have to be all in agreement that a 17-year-old child should not blame lack of jobs for them to be engaging in drugs, for them to be engaging in matters of crime. This is a society problem. There's many beautiful components that we're going to be coming up with, targeting nothing else except the young generation who are the majority. For a long time, the majority has been vocal when it just comes to speaking, but silent when it comes to actioning on the issues that are there. So we will be including a number of you into the day-to-day operations. I heard about Rukia is clapping because I've worked with her before. One of the first projects that we did where we came up with cameras in schools, she was one of the ones who was very, very vital in that part. So we'll be including a number of you in the programs that we have in place. And I'm hoping that this conversation is going to change, the narrative is going to change, so that when we now talk about a year from today, a year and 6 months from today, every single time that we meet, narratives will change. We will now be telling our story the way it is, the way it should be told, and the rest of the world should hear the voice of Mombasa from the many who for a long time have been silent in actioning. And this can only be done through positive mentorship programs that we have in place. So thank you very, very much. I'm sure a number of you have a number of you seen our manifesto at least? You have. That's good. It's good when all of you are unanimous in this. But spread the word out. Nikiona Basha naona cheki ama? Disclaimer. These are disclaimers. Jina ya kwanza ni ya Songora. But thank you very, very much. Time is not on our side, it being a Friday, and we definitely have to be headed to other places. So with your permission, we'll need to leave, but I can see cake and a baker.
Yeah,
So
before you leave, His Excellency, I'd request Mentor, please, Director Charles, James, please, let's call forward these mentors as we match them with their mentees. So you'll have some success.
mambo ni kama haya. Wajua hii ya shika kwa kamera. Kitu shika kwa kamera tuko.
Inside the envelope is the name of your mentee. So you're meeting for the first time. Nicholas. Ismail. And then Mohammed Bahero. Michael Otieno. And then Mary Online. Then Mary. Mimi. Let's look at getting with the mentors. Let's give a round of applause, guys. Happy mentor to you. So for the mentors, inside the envelope is the name of your mentee. After this, you just call them out so you can pair.
Oh, also, there's some...
Let's call a few.
There's some mentors who are not physically available, but you've all been matched. So if your mentor is not physically available, we will still link you up with the contacts. So you meet with them. Yes. wenye they couldn't make it today.
Okay, mentees, kindly listen. We are matching you up with your mentors. Rashid Jumapili, meet your mentor. Round of applause.